Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the video. I'm Jesse from Jesse's Garage and Adventures, and this is Dustin. You've seen him in a couple of my other videos. We're in his garage. He lets me use it a lot to film some of my videos and just for the space. Today we're working on his truck, and I'll let him do a little introduction on it.
Yeah, so I've got a 2001 Ford Excursion. It's got the V10 Triton motor in it. It's a little bit of a dog, but it should last a while. It's got good bones. It has quirks, but it'll be a fun project.
And then today we are going to be installing the baseline OverLand roof rack on it. He's going to be doing a build similar to my Suburban, and he's putting a rooftop tent on it and building it up kind of for overlanding, camping use. Dustin's who I go camping with pretty often, so if I go camping and there's other people in it, it's probably him in the background.
You'll hear my kids running around in some of the videos.
But we're going to go ahead and give a little introduction to this roof rack and then how it's shipped, and we'll go ahead and put it together. So this is how they ship everything. They do a pretty good job. His didn't come damaged, mine didn't come damaged. Inside of there is our crossbars, and then this one will be the side panels. And then they've also got a little bag of hardware. He already opened the bag up, but obviously, as you can see what it is, that's Loctite that comes with it.
I like that they send you with Loctite.
Yep, mine did too, but I think it busted in the bag. But, oh well, not a big deal. We're going to go ahead and open everything up. We're going to jump to a time lapse and time lapse it. If I find any actual issues with the installation, we'll jump over to this camera and show those you guys. So obviously the first step to installing this roof rack is to get everything out of the packaging, make sure that we have everything, and then as you'll see, we go ahead and start to assemble the side rails. We'll assemble the front and then kind of get everything positioned in place. So if you guys just hang with me, we will get to that. Okay, so this side right here will be your driver's side. So that's FX1, FX2. And then what we'll do is we will drop this plate underneath them, and then we'll bolt them in, obviously. And then this will be the passenger side, FX3, FX4. And then the plate will go on this side. And then a way to tell, not just the FX1 and FX2, is the B over here is backwards for the driver's side, or for the passenger side, I mean. And it's correct on the driver's side. Obviously, it will depend on which side you have them flipped on, but just for the orientation, we have them right now. But if you think about it, when it's up on the passenger side of the truck, the B should be facing in the correct direction when you're looking at it. So now what we got is, we've got one of the crossbars. We've put some drop-in T-nuts. They just click down in here. I'll show you how those go in. Maybe. There we go. They're real easy. We're going to kick that one out because we don't need it. Then we're going to pick this up and line up the center bolts, and then slide it around, line up the side bolts. So you leave these things pretty loose when you're starting it, and then you can just slide it all around. And we'll just slide this till we can see the holes. And then we'll take this extruded aluminum, square it up on the edges, and then just snug these down a little bit. We'll probably wait to do the final tighten until it's all together, but that's at least snug. And then we can get the piece of rubber that goes on here, we can install it as well. So you can start this gasket with your hands, but I really recommend getting a dead blow hammer and just tapping it all back on, which he will show you how to do that. Okay, so the next step is to assemble these mounts. So these will end up attaching to your crossbars. So do you want to go ahead and put this one together? They're real easy, super simple. And then the FX, it's important, this part is the part you see, so do not put this over that. And they explicitly say that in the instructions as well. So what we did was we kind of tightened everything up, but still to where you can move it. This one's obviously loose, you just put it together. We're leaving everything a little loose until we go to put the rack on, and then we'll tighten everything down.
It's like furniture from IKEA.
Alright, so we just went ahead and mounted the feet to the crossbars, and then the next step will be to take the slotted nuts and put them in the roof rack up there, and then we'll take the mounts and mount them up there, so we'll see you up there.
These are actually rectangular or oblong, so you want to make sure that the long side is going into the track and the short side is sort of perpendicular to it. That way you get the most purchase on the T-track.
That's probably going to be pretty obvious when you're actually installing them. So next is to install these little nuts into the track. So these fit obviously one way. They don't really fit like that. They'll flop around. Put them sideways and then slide them on in. So we've got the crossbars on here. We've got our little squares underneath here, rectangles, whatever they call them. We've slid this bar all the way out so that we've got the maximum amount of room for each side. And then you just have to place these are metric bolts, and these are metric captured nuts. So you got to find the metric bolts in the kit and then place them over it, start to thread them in. It's very particular with how they thread, so you got to be careful. They kind of want to cross thread when you first start them, so if they don't go in there nicely, you know, pull it back out and redo it, because the last thing you want to do is cross thread one of these things. And then obviously, as with everything else we're doing, we're not tightening anything down yet. We're just getting it started, and then we'll tighten everything down once the rack is completely installed. And then you've just got to repeat that same process for all the different crossbars. Then eventually, once they're all up there, you'll be ready to put your side plates on. So now we're going to take the driver's side rail and place it up here and try and line these up. Alright, so these short ones here are where they're actually supposed to line up. So we're probably going to have to
This needs to move forward.
Alright, so now what we're doing is we're measuring off of the original rails to determine the center point of the rack. Because right now we need to go to the passenger side, I believe, or to the driver's side. I'm not sure which side.
Oh, it's exactly 5 inches to the inside of the rim. That's 5 3/8. So it needs to come over towards the driver's side.
Just a little bit. Alright, so let's adjust it and we'll check back. So what we did was we cut 4 pieces of wood that are the same size and slid them under the same exact points just to get the same level of lift off the roof. And then we tightened up each corner of the roof rack. We went ahead and installed this bar just to square everything up along with the front. And now that we've got everything where we want it, Dustin's going to go through and apply the red Loctite or whatever Loctite came with the kit. And then we are going to finish installing the other crossbars. And then maybe if we have time, we'll get to the rooftop tent. Okay guys, so what they recommend doing is taking a microfiber and like folding it in half and sliding it under here. Well, we lifted this a little bit more than that, so what we're going to do is the same thing but with this block of wood. So we're going to lift this up, slide that block of wood with a microfiber under it, and then tighten this mount here down, and then when we remove that, it should all be tight. And that is because this side doesn't bolt down to anything, it's just using like weight and gravity to hold it together. Yep, just nice and sturdy. We now have all of the mounts secure. It's a tiny amount off height-wise. We're not sure if that's due to like body differences. We've measured it and it measures the same distance off of the rails to this side as it does to this side, but the height somehow has become different. We're not really sure. We use the same size blocks of wood to space it on each corner. We don't exactly know what happened, but it's close enough that we're basically the only people we're ever going to know. I mean, it's within a 1/4 inch of each other. So, but we're going to go ahead and proceed because to fix that would require undoing all of the bolts, which we Loctited already, and then lowering it again, and then re-Loctiting everything. So we're just going to send it the way it is. Alright guys, so that is basically everything you need to be able to install the baseline OverLand roof rack. We have left a couple of the bars loose, and I will show you guys that, but we've only done that because we're about to mount the Top Oak Galaxy rooftop tent to it, and that will be a separate video just because I don't want this to be too super long, and this needs to be a standalone video for the roof rack. But yeah, so we have left just a couple of the front bars there loose, and the reason for that is because I think we're going to have to be able to we possibly might have to remove one of the mounting bars there to be able to get to the forward portion of the mounts to the rooftop tent, and we don't want to have a bunch of bars and stuff in the way. So yeah, that's it. If you guys have any questions or comments or thoughts below, leave everything below. And let's say thanks to Dustin for making me work a whole bunch tonight because this sucked. But
You volunteered.
all right, I'll catch you guys later. I figured I'd give you guys a little sneak peek of getting the rooftop tent on there if you were interested in seeing it. I'm going to be coming out with a video on that probably. I'm not certain because I wasn't able to stay there till it was finished. But thank you guys for watching. If you found this informative, please remember to like, share, subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.